Alright, Shalom. I say Kolo Yahweh Bashin Shah Bashin Kakdash Damash Elis Pascal sometimes truth citation Akbar that speech word serious truth. I'm one of the members of Why So Y'all should say 5 ones. I got the brother. Alright, and I'm Tazabah. We're gonna go on the dead. Alright, and why not we should not weep on the dead so heavy. Alright, so this is Sirach 22 and 11. Weep for the dead, for he hath lost the light, and weep for the dead, for he hath lost the light, and weep for the fool, for he wanteth understanding. Make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest. So he said, make little weeping for the dead, for he is at rest. Okay, keyword there is little weeping. Don't overdo it, all right, because you will bug out eventually, all right, and you will lose your mind, you will lose your wits, okay, and you will fall out the truth, because your mind will go somewhere else. But the life of the fool is worse than death. So which is this, just like this. So life of a fool is worse than death. The life of a man that fell out the truth or that's not his truth is worse than death. Alright? Because the dead is at rest, okay? They're not thinking about coming back here. They don't want to come back here. They want to sit up there with the Lord. Alright, you think they want to be like, Lord, let me go back down there with them? Hell no. They're at rest, okay? They're free from this bondage, from this shit, alright? This flesh. Then their spiritual bodies. 12. Verse 12. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and ungodly. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and ungodly man all the days of his life. So a fool and ungodly man will weep all the days of his life continuously, okay? Without stopping because it bugs him out, all right? And then what is that? And that ends up smoking weed, doing drugs, or getting drunk, okay? All right, and falling out of his truth because you stop thinking about the Lord if you keep doing that continuously. All right, and then good example on this, I'm finna get on how we should be. 2 Samuel 12 and 20. 2 Samuel 12 and 20. Then David arose from the earth and washed and anointed himself and changed his apparel and came into the house of the Lord and worshiped. Then he came to his own house, and when he required, they set bread before him, and he did eat. Then said his servant unto him, What thing is this that thou hast done? Thou didst fast and weep for the child while it was alive, but when the child was dead, thou didst rise and eat bread. And he said, While the child was yet alive, I fasted and wept, for I said, Who can tell whether the Most High will be gracious to me, that the child may live? So he had me mourn and weep for the ways that he committed. So when the child was alive, that's how many days he would have been mourning. Alright, and when the child died, he went on. Verse 23, But now he is dead. Wherefore should I fast? Can I bring him back again? I shall go to him, but he shall not return to me. So yeah, that's the mindset we have to have, okay? So he says, the child's dead. Should I starve myself? Should I keep starving myself? Can I bring him back? If I go to him, will he come back to me? So that's what David was saying, all right? So it's not healthy, all right, to keep crying and crying and crying constantly. You know you're not going to get an answer. All you're going to get is wickedness because eventually it's going to mess with your mind. Why the scripture says, let the dead be dead. All right? And even for Akims that even died, that believed in this truth. All right? The elders of Apostle Dahar, all right? His elders. All right? Like elders, Yaakov, Abba Bivens, like them. All right? This is Isaiah. Almost got the wrong scripture, but this is Isaiah 57:1. The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart, and merciful men are taken away. None considereth that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come. So, they're in the spiritual realm, alright? So they're taken away from the evil that's gonna come upon this earth. They did what they had to do, like Yahushua. He did what he had to do. He don't gotta. He didn't worry about what the evilness is gonna come upon this earth. The end times. They did what they had to do. They completed what they had to do, and now they're up there with the Lord. All right. So remember, do not weep for the dead. All right. Well, I mean, you can cry, but don't overdo it where it bugs you out. All right, remember who you are. Stay true to who you are. All right, and with that was edifying. With that, like I said, call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Like give double honor to the elders, Apostle Great Millstone, Charles Truth, so I taste all my third speech, words, serious truth, or one of the members of why, so y'all shall say, 5 ones with that, Shalom. Ball.